Hello and welcome back to Vintage Farming. Right, we are just approaching back to the field with the Massey and the mower because I have decided that it is time to do a bit of a night mowing here in this field. We will of course ignore the trees that are in the middle, as I said last episode that we are going to keep them there for now until either we chip them later or we chop them down and sell them as wood. We'll see what happens. Probably chipping when the price is at its best, which will be in a couple of months actually. So what we are going to do, and I have made this decision, is not to do hay, because that seems a bit silly to do in November, especially since it's going to get cold straight away in December. But we do need to make some money here, and I think a really good way to do that would be with silage. Now, we could look into the logistics of placing a pit nearby. Actually, I hadn't even thought of that initially, but let's have a look and see what is available for a pit, because we regardless will have to take a bit of a loan. But if we keep doing silage for a bit, which I know is not the most fun thing to do all the time, but I think it is a very it's a possibility. It's a good thing to consider. That's manure, that's manure, that's a bunker for too much money. Right, never mind. We do though have a wrapper. Anything new in the... no. Right, we do have this fella, which is gonna cost us a fair bit of money. I don't even know if we'd make that back with the bales, but we will have to load them manually, which is fine. That's a December job for us really, but if we can at least get the grass cut and potentially rode up now, then at least that's something. Either way, I think we should cut the grass and just see how long it takes, because this field is quite big considering the kit that we are using, which is this tiny mower here. But we might as well get started straight away. Nope, we're going to get that wheel straightened out. Still getting used to the new wheel, of course. Takes a bit of getting used to, but I do want to keep the very wide sort of turning radius, because it just feels more tractory, I suppose you could say. Do you know what I mean? It just feels more, yeah, more like it should do in a tractor, which is... well, it's a bit difficult to maneuver sometimes, but we'll go back for that small strip. But yeah, we are underway. So realistically, this could be a very, very terrible idea. But I reckon since we have the grass available to us, as you can see we do, right now we're literally cutting it, we might as well take advantage of it as well, because now we have to repair the tractor for crashing into a tree. Unbelievable. As I said, I would probably be a bit rusty with things, so here's proof of it. Oh goodness. Right, well, realistically, the only thing we can do is crack on with this job, because it is a big one. But that's vintage, and I've said it since the beginning. I said it the first time I've ever done a vintage series, that it was meant to be a slow paced, you know, small scale process, which is exactly what it is. Oh crikey, even more slow paced when you don't know what you're doing. Right. That being said, I think the best thing to do to crack on with this, because it would be nice to do some of this work in the day, which I think the wrapping may be, the baling and the wrapping may be the option, the thing to do in the next month, so in December, because as of right now... right, is that helping or hindering? That light is very bright. We don't need all of them. Oh, maybe that does help a bit. I want to say it's almost easier to do it in the dark because of the fog that's rolling through. But nevertheless, what we'll do is we'll crack on with the mowing, and then we'll have a look and see just where we're at time-wise, because it's only 5:30. I mean, realistically, we could go through the night to get this done, but I think if anything I may just focus on the rowing beyond this, but it really depends. Did we replace our rower? I remember the row being problematic. Oh goodness, I hope it's not. Anyways, I guess we'll see. It's been a while, so right, let's go and adjust this down. Get that lined up better. There we go. Perfect. Right, let's crack on with it. Alright, I think that should probably be enough for now, but we shall see. I think what we're going to do is rest, and then we will come back when there's daylight and crack on with it. Good morning and welcome to December. Now, as you can see, it's still very dark, and if anything, it's actually more difficult to see the grass now than it was in the night. And I also realized that we really didn't get that much of the field done in that short time. Here is the benefit to this though, and this is not the first time that I've overcommitted to a field, and it won't be the last time, I guarantee it. I am going to crack on with it. There's a very small chance that you will be jamming out to some tunes via a time-lapse as well while I finish it. Because this, again, is what Vintage is all about, is the struggles, but really, blimey, it is very difficult to see. Wait, has it grown again? No, it's not possible. Just feels like... Oh, I'm just way off, am I? Wait, where's my line? This is bad. This is bad. Was I not cutting the grass? It doesn't look cut. No, definitely was. Right, how's it done that? That's a bit strange. Nevertheless, it is there, so I think this will become an arable field, is what I think that was my initial plan in the beginning, when I decided to purchase this field, but at this stage, I don't know what's happening. I can't see the grass very well, and we do have snow coming at noon. So essentially, it's a race against time, and you will never win that race. It is an unwinnable situation to be in. But bloody hell, I can't see. Okay, now that never mind. Now that we've done a new row, I feel like that's all right. Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to come in here and get this all. Once this is all done and we have bales wrapped, which is still my plan, even though that in itself is going to be a massive faff, getting them loaded on. I remember doing a similar type of wrapping in where was that? I think that was on Zika Dolina, my very first vintage map. So yeah, faff's central station. But that's fine. Okay, I do need to clean this up. Look at this terrible row. I'm going to just go straight on. Yeah, because this is absolute silliness. Yeah. You know what? Nope, let's try that again. We're going to start at the very back and then go and just clean up this row because it does look awful and it's getting difficult to deal with. So we'll lower that down and we'll just go straight up here and we'll come and cut across, get the rest when we need it. Now, as for this field, yeah, we will cultivate it. I would like to cultivate it when the trees are gone, and we do have a few months to do it. Now, if it does go below 0, then it'll be very difficult to cultivate because that's literally frozen. But I think we can get away with it until the end of December or January, potentially. Depends on how cold it gets, I suppose. Right, yeah, I'm really not too certain what the plan here should be, because we can just mow for days. In fact, hang on, once we get to the end of this bit and get to the far side, I'm going to have a look and see how much we've actually accomplished from this field. Just looking at it now, it seems like we've done a lot. The outside, so the perimeter of the field's always going to be, the headland's always going to be the biggest job, right? So that being done gives me hope for the rest of the field. But just before we crack on back down this way, let's have a look and see how much we've actually gotten done. Right, where are we going? Growth. There we go. Oof. So that's already grown again, which is silly because it's not going to grow. It's not... How? You know what I mean? I don't understand that. Oh, wait. Planting season is then, but we can't... It might... Will it keep growing? No, certainly not. Well, if it does, that's fine. But yes, we have majority of the field done now, so I think if we do smash this out in another quick time lapse and then get it rowed, baled and all, oh, you know what we can do is we can get here, I'll ramble while we finish up, what we can do, which will be very helpful, and the sun is coming out now, thank goodness for that, we can get rid of the bloody lights, we can use Follow Me to hire someone from the village to help with you know, I'm going to cut this corner here, I can't be arsed with that. I'm going to hire someone from the village to follow behind with the baler so that we can do the rowing and the baling all in one job, because we are going to have a fair job with that. And then as far as the wrapping goes, it's not as simple as just going over top of the bale and then collecting it with the wrapper. It is much more involved in the sense of having to load the bale onto the wrapper, having it wrap, and then it drops off. The benefit to that is that it's obviously much cheaper, and it's proper vintage, that one that we have. Well, more vintage than any other wrappers that we have. However, I think it'll be fine. I think we'll have plenty of time before the snow comes to get this done. We literally have 4 in-game hours to get it done, and I think we can manage. But yeah, we will have to get the New Holland on the baler and get a helper to follow, because the sooner we get it done, the better. The other thing about this field is it wasn't fertilized, if I can remember correctly. It was not fertilized at all. So the grass that we're getting here is not fantastic, but silage does sell for a good price, and if we can get at least a few bales out of it, it should be worth it, right? Right? And we can always sell the wrapper on in the future if we no longer need it. Oh my goodness gracious. You know what I might do instead actually is pull a loan for it. There's no kit that I've bought that we needed to buy or to loan out, but everything I wanted to buy outright. But the wrapper, maybe we can just loan it out for the time that we need it. It might be the better option, because I don't really want to continue doing silage, because we don't need it, and I'd rather do arable or something different like that versus silage work for money, because silage for money is just, yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, you know. Right, I can tidy that up. Oh, nearly there. There we go. Right, I think the best thing to do now is to crack on with the rest of this field. We're just going to go around this little island first here, and yeah, so I'll get as much done of this as I can in a little time lapse, and then we will get a follower helping us to bale while we row. Right, last little bit of grass here to get. What an absolute mess this mowing session has been. I can fully attest to that. It's been an absolute nightmare to do, but I think I think we've done it. Out bits and bobs around the outside. I think I'll go get them, just because I'm feeling that they deserve to be got. Yeah, if I can find them. It's not a big problem, really. It's not, but it would be good to get what we can, all of it wise. Yeah, I'm not going to faff with that. I can't even see that. Right, we'll mosey down. There's a nice big chunk down this way. So what we're going to do now is we're going to head back over to the farm and collect the row with this tractor. I do quite like this tractor, so any excuse to use it. I like the New Holland as well, but it'll be... Yeah, can't really do that. There we go, that's better. Yeah, it will be really nice to get into the New Holland with a drill and a bigger kit. But I generally I would say I prefer the Massey. It's just such a great little tractor. Very pleased to have it here on vintage. And there we go. Okay, good show. Let's get that folded up. We'll get this taken back to the farm. We'll go and collect the windrow and get a helper. And I know we've only got £1,000 and we'll have to lease some things and blah blah blah. Lots of things to consider. We might have to pull another loan, but the thing that I like about having a loan out is that yes, we are paying a premium for it. Obviously, you have a loan, you have to pay interest on it, which we did pay. I think this morning when we rested over to December, I think we ended up paying like £280 or something like that, or euro, whatever we're in now. So it's not cheap, but it is a nice goal to work towards, I think, especially with what we have. You know, we've got goats now, we've got this field, so all we need to do is, you know, put crop into it and all that and buy fertilizer and things. But I think for the most part, we're at a good stage where we can start where we can really start focusing on making the money now to pay off the loan, which is a nice goal to work towards. Right, enough rambling. I'll get the row and get the helper, and we'll see you back at the field. Right, here we are at the field. The Massey is ready to go, and now so is the New Holland. So I think... Nice. Yep, that's good. We want it tight. Not too tight, but still very tight. Oh right, we do need to cancel that, lower it down, and fire it up. Now, we have one bale size. Oh, this is a good opportunity to reset the bale counter, which it has done. Beautiful. So we will turn on the baler. There is a bit of hay in, but that's absolutely fine. I think... Right, I think... Right, I don't know what I was going to check there, but anyways, nevertheless, we are ready, so we'll do Control F. And... Right, you ready, mate? Let's crack on with it. So we'll lower this down, and we'll start... Should start collecting straight away. There we go, happy days. Now I just want to see, is it collecting in the right manner? Because if it's putting it all to the side, then that is not good. What were we at? 4... Ah, good, it is collecting. Sound. Just I was a bit concerned with the way that it rows it out, that it puts it to the side, but it doesn't. It just... Yeah, I don't know. Right. And we can crack on. If it is collecting, then that's absolutely fine. Here, we'll get a nice wide shot to ensure that it is. Is it, though? Oh, my goodness. See, it's putting it just a little offset. It's working, but you know what we could do, actually, which would be brilliant, is to offset it by that. That might actually work a treat. Come on, mate. Is it too much now? Oh, it's literally perfect. I think. Yeah, go on then. Cool. You know what? We'll just see what happens. We'll see what happens. Once it's cleared, we'll have a much better idea. Oh yeah. Happy days. Look at that. Beautiful. Right, so we are... Look at that fog coming through. Is that dust? Bloody dust. I can barely see what I'm getting on doing. Right, and you know what? We're probably, more likely than not, going to miss bits, which is fine. And it's going to be a bit problematic, actually, to get in this first part. The headland, at least, is going to be quite difficult to deal with because... simply because the grass has grown. And it makes it that much more difficult to see what we're doing. The other bit should be absolutely fine. Normally with this kind of row, I would go round this way one time and then go back the other way to sort of put two sections into one row, but that's just not something we're going to be doing because we are collecting with the baler as we go. So now it's probably going to start beeping soonish to be emptied, and when that's the case, we should have automatic drop enabled. I didn't though. So let's go and do that. Oh, where you at, mate? Come along. Right, he's bang in the middle there. Perfect. Hopefully that's done it. Right, we'll just keep cracking on. Are we going that much quicker? Must be. Yeah, I think the baler is 12 kph. Now that we've done that, can we go... Oh, see what I mean? How... Yeah, that is... Can we see it better in first person? Nope, not at all. Right, I can see it there. That's better. I know that's a bit of a funny camera angle, but it does work, considering the circumstances and all. The nice thing is at least we know that the baler is going to be following behind, meaning that we should have no problems collecting all of it. I'm going to make a bit of a funny move here. See if I can get there before he arrives back. Gets in. Right, it's fine. It's fine. As I say, we are going to miss bits, but that is absolutely fine. Ah, right, bale going out. Beautiful. So that's one of... Well, I'm hoping many, but it's hard to say, given the fact that it's not fertilized. They are... Oh, that's 2 bales. Oh, right, because there was about a 1/6 of a bale. Oh, bugger. It's already stopped. Why? What are you doing? What are you doing, mate? Okay, now that is not good. Why has it done that? Was that because I reversed and it just completely... Oh, look at that. The water looks amazing. Kind of want to drive through it again, but I won't do. But I should do, because it looks so good. Right, let's just get spun round, because obviously everything's gone absolutely silly. So let's just get spun round again. And get it fired up and commenced. Now where is our line? Where's our row of our swath, rather? Oh, you know what would really make this process just so much easier is putting down... Oops. There we go. The pickup. Look at that. So much more efficient with the pickup down. Obviously. Right, now let's get behind the Massey again. Now I think it stopped because I reversed or something. I want to give it the benefit of the doubt that it was my fault, but it shouldn't happen either way. So let's crack on. See? Right. Good. I think the progress of everything is good. I just have to keep a very watchful eye on the helper and their location, I guess. But yeah, it must have been because I reversed and I just completely confused the helper, which is fine. Happens to the best of us. Confusion and all. Right, when we do get to the not growing bit, then we can switch the camera up so it's not so bird's eye view, which is fine. It's still a cool sort of view, but it's only useful now. It'll be much easier to see where we've been and what we're doing once we are done this bit. But we'll stay along this line and get it as nice and tight as possible. I think instead of reversing, the best thing you can do with follow me is to just keep your line straight, not hit anything, and then go like that. It's going to hit the same thing. Nope, that's fine. Yes, it is. Right. Come along now. Oh, you're joking. Yeah, right. Okay, let's go rectify this then. What? Oh, that's actually so funny. Ah, it's not funny at all. Get off. There we go. It's quite funny, actually. Right, hopefully the sound is better today in this one. I do have my shock absorber installed for the microphone. So hopefully... Oh, these are 4,000 litre bales. That's very handy. Nice. So hopefully it's working well. I will hear it in post-production to ensure that it is working well. I believe it will be, but if not, you're always going to have little taps and things like that. At least for now. This is a fairly interim sort of setup that I have set up. But I do have a chair as well, so that's good. At least I can sort of relax a bit. I don't have to sit on a bloody bench. Anyways, things are all coming together nicely. See how much of a wide turn we can take here. Right, so as I say, this camera angle will cease once we have hit the normal part of the field. Normal part, the non-growing bit, I should say. But for now, I think this job's going to go quite quickly. Because, I mean, look how much of the headland we've already done. Yes, I've been rambling on for however long, but to be honest, I do feel quite confident that this will be a quicker job, much more so than the bloody mowing, that's for certain. But without further ado, let's crack on with the time-lapse. So, turns out we did have to have that camera similarly positioned because couldn't see a bloody thing either way. I think it's because the grass was so poorly maintained that it just didn't have enough of a swath to see. What the bloody hell is this chap doing now? Because he's just going for a joyride at this point. And that's so much so that I think we're going to stop his services. Thank you so much, Worker J. Appreciate you for that. Right, let's crack onto this ourselves. We got 6 bales and we got another one in the chamber, so that is pretty cool. I did not expect to, well, I didn't know what to expect, to be honest, because I mean, look at the other field we did. We got like 2 bales or something, 2 or 3 bales. Nothing really. 2.5, 2.25, something like that. Right, I think it would be nice to be able to see where all the grass is. You know how like you can see where it's growing and where it's harvested and all that. Unfortunately, can't see that at all. The only way we can really see that is if we go like this and have a peruse around, which I suppose we could do. So why don't we do that? Just very quickly, just to see what's what. Oh no, oh no, nope. It's so much worse in this camera angle as well. because... Alright, that is not on. Right, rescue mission time. Lovely, that should sort itself out in just a moment. Yep, absolutely. As you can see, it is self-stabilizing. Oh, bugger. Right, well, while that's there, we might as well have a quick peruse around, and I'll do another safety rescue mission, or whatever you want to call it, in a moment. I just want to have a really quick jaunt around, just to see, again, this crazy camera angle. Just to see. I didn't think it had that much power to flip like that. Anyways, we're going to perform a very high-tech rescue. And there you have it. That should do it. It should self-right itself in a moment. Absolutely ridiculous. Nevertheless, we are done. Now, I think, if I'm not mistaken, hello, happy days. Oh, no, it's broken in the exact same way that it broke before. I should be able to remove the sole bale that's in there, because what is going on? This is ridiculous. Right, we're just going to leave that alone, and I'll fix that in a moment. But anyways, I think we are all set to run back to the farm. We will collect the kit we need to... Oh, is it snowing? Ah, we really need to get cracking with that then. Right, I'm going to rip to the farm, get ourselves the Ursus. Yes, we are going to need the Ursus, and we will also lease out the Rapper. Alright, here we are with the Ursus. The snow is proper coming down now, but we are ready to go, and I forgot that I upgraded to this system as well, the front loading system, much better than the fixed arm that we had before. With the weight we should be fine, and now what I'll probably do is attach the wrapper to the New Holland just for that extra weight purposes, and then we're all sorted. But I think that will do it for this episode. It has been fairly replete with grass jobs, so we will be able to move on to the wrapping in the next episode. I will lease out the kit. Let's just have a look though, and I would like to see how much it is to lease versus buy, because there is a small chance. Right, so about half the money we have. So we will do that at the beginning of the next episode, and as I say, we'll bring the New Holland down to get that underway as well. So that does do it for this episode for today. I hope you've enjoyed the episode, and if you have, please do give a cheeky thumbs up, as it always really does help out the channel. Leave a comment if you like. If you like it or you hate it, let me know. I'd like to know, because I can always improve on things. Just don't be a tosser or anything. Just be nice about it. I'm only joking. But gotta have a bit of fun with it, innit? Anyways, once again, thank you so much for watching. I do greatly appreciate it. If you are new to the channel, please subscribe for more Farming Simulator 25 shenanigans, as it were. Anyways, once again, thank you for watching, and until the next one, please do take care, and bye for now.